What's going on, everybody? It is Dr. Jamar Montgomery of drjamarmontgomery.com, and I'm here to talk about Trump's third term in office. Now, internet has been going crazy, especially in the political sphere, about Trump going for a third term, being elected for a third term. Particularly, we heard Steve Bannon talking about on January 20th, 2029, Trump will be elected third term as president. Steve Bannon, right, who ran Breitbart, who has been a chief strategist for Donald Trump, for President Trump, is someone that we need to take seriously.
Amendment 22, no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. And yet you keep talking about Trump's
President Trump is going to run for a third term, and President Trump is going to be elected again on the afternoon of January 20th of 2029.
Thing I just read in there. It seemed like there was no wriggle room there. It seemed like it was just, 8 or 10 words that said only 2 times.
Interesting, right? Because Trump is good at deception. He's good at misdirection. The 22nd Amendment, right? The 22nd Amendment, we're going to go to the amendments, right? The 22nd Amendment is the 2-term limit on the presidency. And it says, no person shall be elected to the office of the president more than twice. Notice that it says elected. Elected. It says elected. It doesn't say that you can't be president more than twice. 25th Amendment, which says, in the case of the removal of the president from office or of his death or resignation, the vice president shall become president. In the 20th Amendment, Section 3. If the president-elect shall have failed to qualify, then the vice president-elect shall act as president until a president shall have qualified. Even better, Donald Trump can run for office again, but he cannot be elected president. So if Donald Trump says, you know what, this has been a good 4 years, Donald Trump controls the Republican Party. He has a lot of power and a lot of influence in the Republican Party. He can say, look, we have this massive budget. We have this massive war chest to get this Republican candidate elected. Donald Trump can be on the ballot as vice president. A deal can be made where on January 20th or January 21st, the duly elected president can resign, and Donald Trump, from being vice president, can become president. As I continued on, I realized with the law, there are always loopholes or constructions of the law that can be made that, depending on how you argue it to the Supreme Court, can rule in your favor. So when Steve Bannon says that Donald Trump will be sworn in for a third term, instead of just writing it off, I'm looking at how can that actually be done?